I'd like to tell you a story. It starts like this. Once upon a time, there was a smart and good-looking boy named me. Me was a very dedicated and studious boy, and he always lived aware of the fact that he should never leave for tomorrow what he could do today. That's a very valuable lesson, and to remind him of that, every time me tried to procrastinate, his friend and counselor, Stan, was there to advise him. Hey me, remember to do everything today. Leave the fun for tomorrow. Go to the gym today and do your homework. It happens that in the year of 2018, a new character appeared. His name was Ortega, the dinosaur of the do it later. With this extremely suggestive name, you must imagine what he would do. Hey me, why are you studying there so hard? You've been so stressed over this for 16 years. My friend, you need to learn to relax. Look, there's a cool video of the most interesting and scary things that you can find on Google Earth. Why don't you just leave this aside and get some rest? I mean, tomorrow is a holiday. You don't need to think about this now. And there they lived with the newly arrived Ortega, almost always convincing me that he should read a blog about conspiracies of where are the prisoners from the Alcatraz prison, and immediately after watch a documentary about this. But Ortega's demands were becoming even greater. Studying, going to the gym, and sleeping early won't leave enough time to watch the 4 episodes of BoJack Horseman that we had planned. Why don't you skip the gym, don't finish your silly sociology homework, make some popcorn to accompany the series, gaining about 3.5 kilos, sleeping late, not being able to wake up next day's class, and end up missing it, consequently. And then me thought, yeah, that seems like a pretty good idea. It happens that in the middle of the year of 2018, a new character appeared. It is called the TED Monster. It was quite simple. Me had to do a presentation and explain it about anything. Well, and he had plenty of time to plan it. You have got a lot of time. Are you going to think about it now, months of the presentation? Or we will see the top 10 celebrities who have aged badly? Or watch the first hour of that indie horror game that seemed pretty cool? Well, the choice was obvious. Me, listen to the dinosaur again. And there they lived for a lot of time, with me almost always hearing the dinosaur and ignoring the sock. It happens that a few months later, a friend of me tested him with his TED Talk ready. The panic took over, and me knew he had to do something about it. We lost a soldier, said Ortega. Are you ready to listen to me? Said Stan. Well, and me was ready. He decided to work on his TED Talk. He sat back in his chair and he started writing a TED Talk about artificial intelligence. And he finished his TED Talk about artificial intelligence. And he hated his TED Talk about artificial intelligence. It's all lost. The TED Talk monster defeated you. Come on, I'll help you. Start this BuzzFeed test about which character of the Fairly Odd Parents you would pick. And again, me listened to the dinosaur. Well, some weeks later, that same friend tested me again. And he said, oh, do you know that the TED Talk is going to be in 2 weeks, right? And he thought like, 2 weeks? How did everything happen so fast? I haven't finished the test yet. Well, Ortega tried to explain himself, to say something, but it didn't work. Me dropped him and came to apologize with Stan. Stan, wise as always, accepted the apologies, and they worked together on their TED. Then me sat and started writing. And he did what he likes doing most, telling stories and make people have fun and laugh at them. And then when he looked, well, he had a TED Talk. After that, almost like magic, everything changed. And me, with Stan, could defeat several other monsters. Well, the end of the story could be, and they lived happily ever after. But it isn't. Ortega wasn't defeated forever. He will come back, and he will always come back. And this story will be written each passing day. Nor is it the story about only me, but everyone here present. Each one of us has an Ortega and a Stan beside us, even though they have different names and forms. And we also have different monsters to concern about. Time's passing, and unfortunately, it is finite. And during this time, we're all writing our own stories. The only difference is who you're going to allow hold the pen. Thank you.